Okay, is posted there. Google Hangouts. Waiting for Bearded Hops on YouTube.
I just flipped it live, so it'll take a minute and then show
up. There's an echo. I can hear myself because I haven't muted myself on YouTube yet.
All right, ready?
All right. And turn off group chat. Give me the full screen. Okay.
Good.
Good.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? It's Adam here with you with the Bearded Hops podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in with us tonight. And, of course, in his humble abode in Green Bay, there's Chadillac. What's up, Chad?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing tonight, Adam?
Doing good. Doing very, very good. Tonight we have it's a new beer style for both of us, right? You haven't had one of these before, right?
I have not. As long as we can confirm some way that it is what it is. We think what we think that it is.
Just go ahead and say it. Just say it, Chad.
Well, we think that we're drinking a New England IPA tonight.
Everything on the old inner tube says that the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA is a New England IPA, but Sierra Nevada doesn't call it that. So
right.
if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, does it really make a sound? That's what I'm asking.
That is the proverbial question.
I'm not sure what that has to do with beer, but anyway, thanks for everybody for listening and tuning in with us. And of course, you can always find anything you need at beardedhops.com/find us. That'll give you links to all the places you can find us on the inner tube. So,
everywhere.
We are everywhere. We are taking over the internet. Yeah.
We're trying to.
We're trying to. So yeah, we are going to be doing this hazy little thing IPA tonight. Giving it a shot, and we'll talk a little bit about what a New England IPA is and isn't, and is it even a thing? Because it's technically not even a beer style, to be honest, but
it's made up.
Yeah, it is.
Those boys out in New England decided to make it up, and now it's kind of a thing, but not really a thing.
They have Tom Brady. What else they want? Now they want their own beer style? Bitches.
Who?
So if you've never listened to the show, I don't know where you've been, but hey, welcome. And real quickly, how we do this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the beer and take a look around the can. Interesting stuff. There's really nothing much interesting about this one. And then we will crack it, sniff it.
Sniff,
and we'll talk about it. Then we will pour it into a glass and sniff it some more, and then we will, of course, drink it. And we'll give you our first impressions, what we think off the bat we would rate this on Untapped. Then we're going to set it aside. Well, actually, we're not going to set it aside. We're going to set the empty can aside. We're going to keep drinking the beer. And we're going to keep, we're going to talk a little bit about this and that and some other stuff. And then once we get halfway through our glass, we're going to stop, sniff, taste, rate it again. And then we'll keep talking. And then by the end, we'll have an empty glass. We'll be sad for a second, but not for too long because there's just another beer in the fridge. And we'll give it a final rate on Untapped to let you know what we think. Those are the rules of the show.
I like the rules.
Are you not entertained?
Sometimes we don't always follow the rules, but
no, we don't.
Those are our rules.
They're our own rules.
I'm wondering if we should actually correct something right away before we get too far into this. Actually, no.
We already made a mistake?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
We're barely a minute in. We already made a mistake? Come on. What happened?
Maybe. We can talk about this in a second, though. Why don't we get this thing opened up?
Oh, and now I'm nervous. What do we do? All right.
That's a good sound right there.
Now, which do you have your dildo glass?
I do have the dildo glass.
Yeah. Attaboy.
It's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right.
Smells like an IPA.
Yeah, smells of citrus and hops. Here goes my pour. Little down the side. And then let her rip.
There's some head. There's a little heady. It's a little heady beer. It's very tasty. It smells really good.
It's hazy.
I wonder why. I wonder. Is that really? It is?
Well, I could see the haziness in the pour stream.
In the stream.
I'm not crossing them tonight.
Don't cross the streams.
That's a nice head on this beer.
Yeah, it's not really going anywhere right now.
I was able to almost get the entire can. I've got about maybe a sip left in the bottom of the can.
I got all my can in there. And
yeah, I'm not going to risk it. It's going to sit for a second.
Well, I waited for it to go down before I held it over.
So there's nothing in there.
Definitely haziness, right? I mean, it looks like orange.
Hazes blazes.
Yeah.
It's effervescing on the inside.
It smells really good. It does. It definitely smells like hops. It smells like you're gonna have an IPA, right?
So this one is a 6.7 ABV with a 40 IBU, and I'm really, since we had the IBU talk the other day, 40.
Jake, I know you're listening. We know it doesn't matter.
It may not. I don't know. Maybe you never know. You know, it would be really interesting if this one being a 40 IBU, if this one turns out to be nice and bitter.
Yeah. So this one, I think you just said, right, 6.7, right?
6.7.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for all the beer nerds and homebrewers out there, the yeast on this, of course, is a Yale.
Yeah, Yale yeast.
That's an ale yeast. The bittering hops they use are Magnum. The finishing hops are Citra, Comet, Simcoe, El Dorado, and Mosaic. Malts are Two Row Pale Munich Oats. And they have food pairings too, but I don't really care.
What's the last one? You missed the last one. Acidulated?
Oh, yeah. Acidulated.
On the malts.
My fault. Acidulated. Acidulated. I think you're right.
Acidulated.
Yeah. I did notice that at the bottom of their website, they do have the independently craft brew symbol, but they don't have it on their can. Do you see that all the way at the bottom of their site?
Yep. I did. I noticed that. Yeah.
That's right, though. So yes, this is as they call it, heavy little thing IPA, a hop heavy, unfiltered, hazy little thing called IPA. They do not anywhere call it a New England IPA, but it really does fit the air quote here style of a New England IPA.
So, speaking of that,
yeah,
this is where we may have made just a minor mistake at the beginning of the show.
Son of a bitch.
So, according to Beer Advocate, May 2017, they are saying it's official. New England IPA is now a style.
Okay. Craftbeer.com does not. And as far as what I understood, the Brew Association didn't still either.
Well, there's some investigation to go on here, huh?
Yes, so.
So, New England IPA is an unfiltered IPA or double IPA. Is the basic definition.
Double?
IPA or double, yeah. You can have a double New England IPA.
Yeah.
So the unfiltered part is, as I understand it, there's more to the definition, but that's the basic. That's what makes it hazy. That's what makes it the New England style, is the haziness, the unfiltered.
And there is some controversy about it. I mean, there's some people who just hate this style and think it's just ridiculous that people would drink this. People refuse to drink it. I don't normally turn down a beer. I mean, unless it's like, Keystone.
Yeah, there's a group of other beer podcasters that have sworn off hazy beers. They won't put a hazy beer on their show.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess everybody got their reasons. I don't have a reason not to.
I mean, beer's beer. I mean, I drank a tardy pink beer tonight.
You shouldn't have.
Still a beer.
You shouldn't have talked about that on the air. I mean, really. Just joking. So actually,
really good. Actually, it wasn't really good. It was okay, but
craftbeer.com actually says New England IPA now recognized as an official beer style. So I guess there you go. It is official beer style.
All right.
You can be traced back to birthplace Omaha. What? Omaha? It's because it's not New England. We're dumbasses. least this says it's a Nebraska IPA.
What says it's Nebraska IPA?
Really? Let me share the link. Okay, I'll share with the people. I'm a man
Where-
of the people.
Where are you sharing this at?
Right on the
You're
screen.
going to share your screen?
Yeah. So it's April 1st, 2017. Official 80 IPA. Right there.
Can you zoom on that? Can you zoom on that?
How much more you want me to zoom there? You blind? What's going on? Does that work for you, Spanky?
All right. Well, I don't think that's correct. I honestly think that I've never heard of a Nebraska IPA. Right. Everywhere else I've read anything about NIPAs are New England IPAs. That's what Beer Advocate says.
That is what Beer Advocate says.
Hazy and juicy. New England IPA or NIPAs.
Whatever you call it.
So Beer Advocate says the New England IPA is an unfiltered IPA or double IPA that's been aggressively hopped. Appearance ranges from slightly hazy or cloudy to opaque or muddy. Dry hopping, the use of high protein grains, in parentheses flours, flaked oats or wheat. Certain yeast strains, water chemistry, CO2 levels, and other techniques may also contribute to the beer's haze and mouthfeel. But the overall goal is typically a hazy, juicy IPA packed with fruity and floral flavors.
There you go. Now, this article that I did show goes on to say the style's origin has wrongly been credited to the England region. When asked for a comment, somebody. I don't know if I should take this even serious or not. My gosh. Okay, whatever. We're moving on.
All right. Well, we're not the experts here. We're just, this is a style that neither of us have had. So we're that's part of this show is Adam and I are learning as we go. We know some things. We don't know everything.
All right, can we drink this thing? Stop talking about what it is or isn't.
We can. The head on mine is come down. Yeah. Got some good lacing on a nice clean glass.
Cheers, Chad.
Cheers. Not bitter at all.
Nope.
It tastes like a hoppy fruit juice.
I was going to say there's a fruitiness.
This is at the risk of sounding a little bit I don't know how to politically correctly say this.
Oh boy, we get in trouble here.
It's just a little. I mean, it's a fruity IPA. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
The back, the end of it, I get a little bit more bitterness in the back of my tongue, but it's not bad.
Man, I can't watch your video right now. There's a massive delay between hearing you and.
Aww. You can't hear me?
I can hear you just fine in real time, but the video is lagging.
That's all right. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. I'm hideous. Yeah. I mean, I'm not overly impressed, let's say. Like, I'm not like, wow, it's a great beer.
Yeah.
But
there's not a whole lot of flavor in it.
There's not. That's a very good way of I think that's what I was trying to get at myself too, is that you hit the hops. Not like it's a smack hoppy, but it's hoppy like an IPA should be. The fruitiness, citrus but then it just ends. There's no leg to it. You know?
I'm really confused by this beer.
Well, let's do we're really talk about the can much here real quick. So Sierra Nevada Hazel Thing IPA, and that's really all there's to it though. If you flip it around, it's the exact same thing on the back. I do kind of find this as being funny up here. Family owned, operated, and argued over. That's nice. That's really it though. Your whole warning and
yeah, I mean, the best thing about this can is it's green and gold. I mean, it's I mean, it's not quite the correct Packers colors, but
I mean, it's better than Packers colors.
it is green and gold.
It's not as ugly as Packers colors, so it's good.
There is not much. There's hardly any information on this can. It says, I mean, the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. Other than that, it's this can has probably the least amount of information.
Yeah, it does.
I've seen on a beer can in a long time. Very small letters between the two labels, the two sides of the labels, the alcohol content. Please recycle, and this is an ale.
When was yours packaged on? Mine was 12, 13, 17.
I think I have the same date. Yeah, 12, 13, 17.
Actually, I bought this, didn't I? I bought this the same time, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't always necessarily mean there's 1:08 in the afternoon.
Yeah. So, what I find, what I was thinking about with this is that, do you remember how I came about this beer? And because I found a list of like what are the top 8 beers you should try, you must try, or something.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And this was on that list.
It was on the list, yeah, along with Sam 76.
I know. All right, forget that list. We're not doing that list anymore. But the only reason I say it is because, I mean, it's drinkable, right? If I had this at a party, I'd keep drinking it. I can finish the glass. That's not really the issue. But in a world of more flavorful and better IPAs, this really isn't it.
Right. And I feel like for me, an IPA is something that has a complex, fruity, hoppy flavor. This one, I honestly feel like I could just slam this thing and be like, okay, give me another one.
That's funny. That's true. You
it's not. Yeah, it's not complex enough to really let it sit there and figure out what the flavors are. It's not bad. Like, it's not. I mean, it's. I'm so confused.
Well, I think the 40 IBUs definitely, because there's really nothing. I mean, we've had stouts with more IBU bitterness than.
Oh yeah,
this.
Yeah. There's several stouts that get up in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, I feel like I'm drinking hoppy fruit juice.
No, you're right. We do have a couple other Nebraska or New England or Northeastern, whatever you want to call them, IPAs in the fridge to try. And so hopefully one will be better than this. But if they all taste like this, then I guess I'm not a fan of doing that IPAs. Not that I'm not a fan. Again, it's drinkable. It's just not like it's one of those like, it's a beer. And that's just it. It's not, there's no wow factor to it. It's not overly refreshing. Not a lot of flavor, really.
Yeah.
This could be the shortest show we've ever done.
Well, I'm looking at some of the comments on Untapped. They're very generic. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody has any surprising comments. So good, should be called hazy little dank thing. There's a little bit of dankness to it. It's not danky.
I've had danker.
Nice hop and mouthfeel balance, fruity but not acidic.
That is true. It's not acidic.
No, not at all. And maybe that's why I feel like I could just slam it and just go for another one.
Now, did you already give the Untapped ratings and stuff on this yet, or no?
No, I did not.
That's with it's 379. With a total
lots of check-ins.
42,000.
This just 42. Yeah, almost 43,000 since December 1st.
Yeah,
I mean they're pumping this beer out big time. Okay, here's one person that says need more haze. Hardly New England.
I guess I don't know somebody what to compare it to.
Somebody says need to go to beer school.
Wow, okay. Harsh. That would be a fun show just to go through and read.
Great for the non-IPA peeps.
That's true. I could see that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if that's what they're going for, that's great. To kind of, maybe this is kind of ease people into the IPA world, but that's not what I was expecting out of what I've read for New England IPAs and what I feel like they should taste like. Now, this being the first one, I have nothing to judge that against, but it's not it's nowhere near what I thought it was going to be.
So we said this is 40, right? IBUs.
40 IBUs, yeah.
Okay. So I just did a quick search for top rated any IPAs. This one, let's see, hang on. Show all countries. I don't
Holy
really
cow.
want something in Belarus, but and so it brought me to Untapped. And while Untapped thinks about my query, I'm trying to pull up New England IPAs in the United States. It had globally. But like the first ones just on this list are 60 IBUs, 65, 70. It seems like this is pretty low.
Yeah, I this has to be the lowest IBUs I've ever had an IPA.
Yeah.
I wish there was a little bit more of a descriptor on their website to tell us why it tastes the way it tastes. It's a 3-sentence paragraph, 2-sentence paragraph, 3-sentence paragraph that I just want more. I want more information.
We get thoroughly confused by this. Now the style guideline lists this as what doesn't? What the heck? Give me a range, guys. It doesn't give a range. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Craftbeer.com did something totally different with this one. So they don't give a range. They usually give a range of IBUs and they don't at all. So never mind. I'm not even going to mention it because it's useless.
The commercial description on
I just hold on a second. Oh, Cadillac, you got to see this. Here we go. All right, here's this page. Okay.
That looks like Metropolitan's website.
See at the very bottom?
Happy April Fool's Day. What about April Fool's Day?
They're calling it a Nebraska IPA, and that it's an official style is an April
Fool's Day. Oh, okay. You got us.
I have never heard it called that before. What the hell?
Okay, you got us. That's funny though that web page that you just showed me, that's an exact copy of Metropolitan's website. The quick review that I did today of Generator, the Doppelbock.
That's awesome.
That's funny that's what they used. All right, there's no such thing as a Nebraska IPA. That just seemed really odd to me.
The New England IPA, is that what you mean? That was awesome. Good on you, craftedbeer.com. That was really, really good. So yeah, I don't know. Right now, I honestly don't know what else to say about this beer. It being the first New England IPA that I've ever had, I don't know what I should expect, but I know what I should expect for an IPA, and I expected this to be an IPA but just hazy. Like I don't know what else I'm supposed to be getting from this.
Yeah, the descriptions that I'm reading online, like Beer Advocate, the commercial description, it was added by Jay Case. I don't know who Jay Case is. If it's somebody from Sierra Nevada, I have no idea. But he uses the word "weir," so I would assume it's from Sierra Nevada. But it says we're constantly brewing new IPAs, looking for bold hop flavor. No, this isn't.
It's not really that bold.
With this beer, our brewers thought it was so good that we decided to serve it straight from the tanks, unfiltered, unprocessed, and raw. Okay. Let all the fruit forward hop flavor shine. It is fruit forward for sure.
Fruit forward. I get that. Yeah.
The result is a hazy beer with modest bitterness and intense hop character. I don't get it. To some, making an unfiltered hop bomb may seem crazy, but to us, little hazy little things called an IPA. I mean, like half of that's true to me.
Yeah. You know, it's good, and I think It's one of those summer type beers, I think.
Summertime, hot day, nice and cold. Drink
Yeah.
one, give me another one, move on to something else. That's probably
Right.
where I would be with it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I would say as well.
And I probably would only drink one if somebody gave one to me. I'm not sure I would buy this. In fact, I know I wouldn't buy this.
No, I would agree with that as well. So the number one checked in New England IPA called Fuzzy Baby Ducks from the New England Brewing Company. Actually, how so? Because this isn't classified as a New England IPA, right?
Well,
what is Untapped classified as?
huh?
What is this classified as?
Untapped classifies as a New England IPA.
So then this list makes no sense to me then because
Beer Advocate calls it an American IPA.
All right, I quit.
So I don't know what I mean. New England's in America, so I mean,
last I checked.
I don't think they're part of the British.
Well,
Empire.
this show has gone to shit really quick. Because any of the information that I look up everything is contradictory of each other. Untapped has this list that says, "Hey, look, a beer must have 150 rains or more to qualify for this list." This list shows the top beers based on a weighted average formula, which effectively rates all beers against each other. And so I looked up IPAs New England, United States. Fuzzy Baby Ducks with 14,000 check-ins. So I don't understand their formula, but why wouldn't this even be on the list at all? I don't know. But I like the name Fuzzy Baby Ducks. There's also
I would buy it. That's why I bought the beer Butterfly Farts the other day.
Yeah,
just
right.
Because
Butterfly
that was
farts.
a cute name.
OJ Run. All right.
Through the airport, the OJ Run through the airport.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Juicy Bits. Overripe IPA. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Noble Ale Works. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have more. Like I said, we're gonna review some different IPA, New England IPAs coming up because this seems like an up and coming. I don't know, an up and coming style. I guess is the only way to really word it. It's becoming more popular as of late.
Yeah, it's definitely becoming more popular.
Yeah.
Go to the link. Go to the craftbeer.com link that I put in the show notes and share your screen about halfway down this page.
I can't find a way.
There's a graphic that shows know your IPA attributes, and it's English IPA, American IPA, New England IPA.
You said the Beer Advocate link?
No, craftbeer.com link.
Damn it. I don't know which one that is.
Right. It's you title it Why New England IPA is anti-IPA.
Gotcha. I'm going. I can't click fast enough. Hang on. I can't. Here you go, Poogie.
Yes. Now, scroll it on down. First graphic. That's zooming. That's not scrolling. There we go.
Okay. What would you like to talk about on this graphic here?
Well, I mean the crossover between the three: hop aroma, medium body, chill haze, bitterness, and esters. Okay, so I get the hop aroma, I get the medium body, I get the haze, bitterness I don't.
Well, there is a bitterness to it.
There is, but it's
not like what you think with an IPA,
right? But so if you go off to the left there in the green area for New England IPA, the word soft is what sticks out to me there.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true.
It's a really soft IPA.
Yeah.
But it's honestly it's opposite of what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. That is what I thought as well. So the green is the New England IPA. So it's supposed to be 5-ish up to that's on that. Does it give us there's IBUs down there. Just look at that scale. You can go all the way down below 35-ish all the way to 140.
Yeah.
Way to nail down a style, guys. Jeez. Gosh. What? So drink fresh. Well, now what's fresh though? I mean, it's fresh like 30 days. Because
Well,
if it's 30 days, then I'm at 30 days.
it's obviously if you had it straight from the tank, it's going to be the best, right?
That's what they tell me.
And we are 2 months out from when this was brewed. So it was canned on 12. What was it? 12/17.
My 13th.
12. So, okay, so we're 2 months today.
Yeah.
That's probably not too bad because by the time they can it, it gets loaded, it gets trucked across the country to Chicago. It's probably been on. I would say. I mean, I would think this probably has been on the shelf no more than a month, and its shelf life is what they're always concerned about.
All right. So initial rating on this guy.
2.75.
Yeah. I was at a 2.5. Yeah.
And I would probably be at a 2.75, but the only reason I would say 2.75 is because if it's not, it will not break a 3 for me because I'm not going to buy it. Right. But I would give it a 2.75 because if someone were to give me a second one, I would drink it.
I understand that. It's not one where you take it from the host of the party, take a sip, and then as soon as you could, you dump it in the house plant.
No.
Right. Or you excuse yourself to the bathroom and dump it.
It's good enough to drink again. I'm just not going to buy it.
I'm not saying I've done that. I'm saying just, an idea.
Yeah, so that's my initial rating. I'm about halfway through it already. It is really, really easy to drink, though.
It's easy to drink, and I would drink it. Again, it's just not. Yeah. Oh, look at that, Chad. Jacob is in the chat, looking sexy tonight. Chad-lag. He's in the chat. See him?
Who? What was that?
Jake.
Bob.
Neighbor.
What's the second question?
Was that?
I know who Jake is. Thanks for the sexy comment, Jakey.
Was that a Bob? Damn it! Bob is a neighbor down the road, and he says, "Damn it." That's how he says, "Damn it." It's Bob. Damn it. It's the only way.
Oh, that was an inside neighborhood joke.
Jake always tries to mimic him and often fails. So, hey Jake, thanks for watching, dude. But yeah,
I know I'm
sexy
tonight. I'm sexy all the time, baby.
All right, that's just bullshit. Meter got real deep all of a sudden. Yeah, it's easy to drink.
My happy. Whoops, wrong side. Happy hooker. My happy hooker.
Oh gosh, it is easy to drink, and so I could probably go up from this. Although the issue though is that the IPAs usually don't fare very well as they warm up. They're not a good beer to
yeah, it's not. But I don't think it matters with this one.
Because there's not much flavor there anyway. And what's funny is that we're pretty much almost already at the halfway point.
It's not getting worse. It's not getting better. It's not getting worse. It's the same as it was cold right out of the can.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Just because I know this is going to take forever because you drink a lot of beer. What did you have this week?
Oh, geez. I got to go back over to that. Why don't you go first? Are you ready?
I can't.
Because I'm still looking at the Hazy Little Things stuff.
Oh, you got all the Hazy Little Things stuff going?
I can go. I'm ready. I just got to figure out where I left off. I haven't actually, you know what? Since we just did one Sunday, right? So
we have some text messages from the text line tonight. I'm going to assume it's Jake. But I don't know that for sure. Look at these texts.
What's it?
Can you see it? Look at all this. Jake is blowing up the text line tonight. Thanks, Jake.
Oh, IBU means nothing. That's definitely Jake.
Yeah. He's wanting to know where my shirt is from. Did you make that, sexy man? This? I wish I made this. This is not. No, I didn't make this. Lauren wants to know. Wait a minute. Lauren just called me sexy man, or did you? Now I'm confused.
What?
That's the last time I text the show. Oh, Keystone is great stones. Dogfish Head just expanded distribution in Nebraska. Okay. I sense a drain pour, Chad.
I'm not going to drain it.
IBU means nothing. Has Chad had the Sierra Nevada Narwhal Stout?
No, I think the only. I think
His
the
next question.
only.
His next question was if we've had the Barefoot Barley Wine, the Sierra Nevada Bigfoot Barley Wine Stout Ale. We have that in the fridge. It's on the calendar, so that will be one that's going to be coming up. We do have that one slotted to review soon, so we do have the barley wine. Yeah, and then he just sent me a link to something here. My goodness. See, people, you text the show,
you get on immediately.
Oh, what is an IPA? Look, Jake, you send me a link to something that has so many commercials. I can't even where's the content on this page? It's all commercial. What are you doing, dude? Gee whiz. All right, Jed.
This I've never checked a Sierra Nevada beer in before. This is my first one.
I don't know that I have either. Actually, I think I have, but I'm actually trying to get to the text messages on the computer here real quick. Ted, why don't you entertain the kids while I do some.
All right, so I'll go through my beer list since the last time we talked.
Everybody, grab a blanket, snuggle up. This is going to be a long ride.
It's not that long tonight. I promise.
I
think yeah, that happens every time.
It's not that long.
So I had I don't remember where I left off, to be honest with you. So there might be 2 or 3 overlaps. Actually, no, there's not. There's only 3. Believe it or not, because the last we talked.
Well, because our last show we recorded 2 days ago, right?
Right, and we did the Cuvée blend, the 2018. So
yeah,
I talked about everything before that. Well, most everything before that. I cut out a few of them, but so since then, last night I had the Arrogant Brewing, aka Stone Brewing, bourbon barrel aged Arrogant Bastard,
which we'll talk about here in a minute as well, because we should talk about that. Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Excellent beer. Then I had another Three Sheeps Rebel Kent, which, by the way, today on Instagram I had a quick conversation with the folks over at Three Sheeps. They know we're coming Saturday, and they have they've heard the couple of reviews, the quick reviews that we've done.
Special tour. They gotta take us on a tour.
I'm gonna work on that. So they know we're coming Saturday, and then I had the Metropolitan Brewing Generator Doppelbock, another excellent beer.
Doppelbock.
I really like Doppelbocks. Good stuff.
Very nice.
That's it. That's my beer list.
Look at you. Well, crap. Now I gotta get mine. Jake, did you try to leave a voicemail? I can't tell if somebody tried to leave a voicemail. I don't know if it's working or not, but this is what the link Jake just texted in. If I can get to the right spot here. There it is. It's definitely not a pretty website by any stretch of the imagination.
Whose website are you on?
I have no idea. Cigar in review Tony.wordpress.com. I think this is what we're trying to get at. This is what we're trying to see. What's an IPA? Okay. Well, yeah. Me, it's Jake. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do with that kid?
What are you gonna do with that kid? Jake is going to be going to Miami, and so he's I told him to pick up some Jai Alai for us if he can find it.
When's he going to Miami?
I don't know. Have you had Jai Alai?
Yeah.
I have not. But
it's High Alai, but yeah.
Whatever. I say Jai, you say hi. He is taking requests, so if there's something you want him to get from down there that we can toss on the show. Okay, so I don't think I've had anything since the last time we talked. I mean, since the last show, I didn't, because it would just be yesterday, right? Because we did something the day before.
Yep.
Well, that was anticlimactic, kids.
All right. Well,
Crap.
maybe the show's not going to get better.
I'm gonna tell you, the show's not gonna get better. It's not gonna be very long. I'm taking a drink here. Need more drinks.
We do have a couple things we can talk about. I think we should talk about. One of them's fun. One of them is kind of a cool / serious topic.
Which one of them will save this episode?
I don't think there's any way to do that.
Oh, God damn it! All right. What do you want to talk about, Cadillac?
Well, let's talk about Stone Brewing.
Stone has huge stones.
So we did do we launched a last minute short episode last night to talk about this a little bit more in depth. So we're not really going to go into
and just for reference, that would be February 12th when that was posted. So if you go back to the RSS feed, to our website, or to YouTube, you can see that video that we posted on February 12th regarding Stone Brewing.
Yeah, because last night, that's not going to mean anything to anybody 50 years in the future when a million people are listening to this and wondering what they're talking about.
Right, in the podcasting archives.
Yeah.
I know.
So yesterday, February 12th, Greg Koch posted a video on the Twitters that he was going to sue, or not he, Stone Brewing was going to sue Miller Coors because of a trademark infringement based on the word stone. And I think this is, I am one of the few, I'm not going to speak for Adam, I think he probably feels the same way, but I'm one of the few that really liked how he went about putting putting Miller Coors on notice. He put this video out. It was 3 or 4 minutes long. I thought it was great. A lot of people thought it was overproduced and it was a marketing campaign, but what the fuck ever. I mean, if I thought it,
wow, the F-bomb came out for that one.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what we hinted on last night is that this is the Stone brand. Like, if you expected them to come out, or let's just put it, if you expected them to have their lawyers come out and just,
as Miller did.
Yeah, right. As Miller
in response.
If you expect them to come out and just be like very business and professional and like, I don't know, very straight-laced way to do it, then you don't know Stone. Stone has never been this way. And like I said, that's why they have a beer called Arrogant Bastard. Like, what do you expect from people like that?
Yeah, I mean, and actually, Arrogant Brewing is a shoot off from Stone. All of the Arrogant beers are a sister company to Stone, and I kind of think that's cool too, because he kind of just took a sidestep to create a beer company called Arrogant, and then called the beer Arrogant Bastard, and that's just it's a ballsy thing to do, especially 10 years ago, whatever it was when this beer came out, 9 years ago.
And here what you're looking at on the screen is the main point of contention. It's that word Stone. And I mean, we won't get too far into it because we did in the podcast we posted on the 12th, but mainly it is that word Stone right there. Keystone. Miller Coors has the Keystone beer that for a very long time, Keystone was one word, Keystone. And over the last year plus, they've kind of separated those two words into Key space Stone, and they've really emphasized the word Stone here on the side of the can, so that if you're holding the can a certain way, or if you're having cases of beer stacked a certain way, the only word you see is Stone. And so Stone Brewing took that as their whole intention is just try to create confusion.
Yeah. Confusion in the marketplace. So if you go to buy a Stone Brewing beer, you see the word Stone on a Keystone box. And now, is it going to confuse everybody? No, absolutely not. But the fact that they've taken this tactic and used the word Stone when Stone Brewing actually has a trademark on it, is, I mean, I feel like Stone Brewing will probably win this fairly easily.
Miller also tried to get the word Stone a couple years ago, they said, and they were denied because it was already taken by Stone Brewing.
Right. So, I mean, Keystone Light's not going to go away, but I think that,
unfortunately, they'll
win the case, and then Miller's going to have to rebrand respin their branding of that particular beer.
Pay some money.
So just a quick note, just say good luck Stone Brewing. I think it's great what you're doing. Protect your brand. I listened to a live broadcast today from Sam at Dogfish Head. He's totally in support of this. And he said the same thing. So you have to watch out for this stuff. In fact, I think somebody on Twitter, it might have been another beer podcast, Beerist maybe, said something that if your trademarks are infringed upon, it's your legal responsibility.
Yeah, legal responsibility. Yeah,
to go
I just like the word duty.
Yeah. To go after whoever's infringing upon you. So
yeah, exactly.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I am past the halfway point, right? And we already said halfway.
Yep, I'm past halfway.
Did you change? You're not changing, are you?
Nope.
I don't sense a change in the air. Yeah. There's no change in this. Yeah, I'm not changing.
It tastes exactly the same now as it did on the first sip. There's no reason to change the rating.
No. None at all. Jake, you still there, Jake? Jake, you still with us? See, he stopped texting. That hurts.
Jakey.
That hurts my feelings.
All right, so on to the next thing here. I thought this was just kind of a fun article.
I'm great. I love this.
Yeah. That
craft beer is better for you than wine.
According to experts.
Well,
who are these experts? I don't really know, but it was a study that was carried out by California's Polytechnic State University.
That's yeah.
And I like wine. I'm a wine drinker. I specifically like dry red wines. But this is telling us that
no, it singles out craft beer.
Yeah.
Is there anything in here that says why? I mean, Budweiser can't say that they're better for you?
Well, it might be because it's water, but I mean, it tastes like it's water, beer flavored water. But craft beer, which is typically less pasteurized than its mass marketed counterpart,
there you go,
contains more good things in quotes, such as niacin or vitamin B3, brewer's yeast, which is known to lower bad cholesterol.
Yes. I like that.
It says we all know a glass of red wine is good for you, but it turns out a pint of craft beer is better. It's got more good things in it. So that's Professor Mike McCullough who led the study. That's good news, Professor Mike.
Thanks, Mike. I mean, yeah. It says you associate beer drinkers' diet with nachos and unhealthy eating habits. But they tend with more differentiated beers and higher end beers is that you are eating it with meals. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I am more apt to have a higher end craft beer with a meal.
Maybe me. I don't know.
Man, this shit's going to shit.
I tend to drink beer when I want to drink beer. Not always with a meal. But regardless, craft beer is better for you than red wine, according to this study's experts.
You hear that, ladies? Go drink a damn craft beer. Put that wine down.
Yeah. We're going to bring our ladies to drink some craft beer this weekend.
That's going to be fun. I don't know. I don't know where to go with this show.
I don't know. You keep saying it. It's just the way the show's going.
Are you done? Yeah, you're down to down it, right? No. Here's a question. This doesn't look any hazier than.
No more fruit juice.
It doesn't look any hazier than some other just regular IPAs, though.
Yeah, you're right. Now I've seen some super hazy beers pictured on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting
look like orange juice.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, something like that. But this does not have that. So maybe one of the others that we have will give that to us.
I hope so. I hope to have a better second impression of a New England IPA, whichever one is next.
Yeah, I would.
I
would hope so. I think though on our calendar, What is our next one? Our next one is actually Zombie Dust. Is the next one we're reviewing.
That's next whenever that is.
Yep, that one's scheduled to be released on the 26th for Zombie Dust.
Mm-hmm.
And you've never had Zombie Dust, right?
I have not, and we just found out today that Zombie Dust is on the whale beer list.
Actually, we could talk about that. Can you bring it with that website with your list?
I sure can.
They're so we're trying to find some more whale beers, and if you don't know what a whale beer is, it's one of those hard to find, very coveted beers, kind of like Founder CBS, which we just recently did a review on, and Goose Island. I was trying to think of the word. Goose Island's beer as well. So those beers are whales because they're hard. They're coveted by a lot of people. They're kind of hard to get. They're limited release. They're not a year round type of beer. Usually when they are released, it's a big affair, and everybody in the beer kind of world knows about it. So we're trying to find some others because we really just reached the pinnacle. We got some of the highest, beer, whale beers out there, and we're trying to find some others to get. So here's the list.
Yeah, can you see it?
Actually, man, you just passed on the video there. Yeah. So you can see Zombie Dust. I mean, so Heady Topper, which I've heard of, have never had. Pliny the Elder, which we just reviewed. Pliny the Younger, which, I mean, unless you're in California, pretty hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, you're not going to get it.
Zombie Dust is there. Founders KBS, which we did have. Founders
yeah, but
CBS.
we can't say I don't think we can say we've done a proper review of KBS. It was just a comparison to the CBS episode. So we need to do. Hopefully we can get some KBS in March and actually do a full review of it.
We got connections. We got connections in Michigan. We're gonna be able to get some KBS this year. So
yeah.
So the Marshmallow Handle, the BBA Vanilla Dark Lord, that's another Three Floyds one. That's the one Eric was telling us about that they sell tickets to, and then they've routinely run out.
Oh yeah. Russian Imperial Stouts. I love them.
Yeah, there's Duck Goose.
Goose. I don't know what. I've never seen this here. This Gueuze, unless that's just a different spelling for the word Goza. GOSE.
Oh, let's do a search here.
That might be. That's probably type of lambic. What do you say?
Lambic. Belgian beer is made by blending young 1-year-old and old 2 to 3-year-old lambics, which is bottled for a second fermentation. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, that would be an interesting one because almost everything on this list is an Imperial Stout and Dippas.
Who makes that?
The Goza, Lost Abbey.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I mean this is the list that we would love to come up with some of these beers to do another special Saturday series of of podcasting.
Oh man,
those of you that listen regularly, you'll know what we're talking about, especially one of the episodes is coming out very soon.
Yeah.
We had a fun day later in the day on Saturday.
Where is this place at? Oh, California. Lost Abbey is in San Marcos, California. So that's where that one's at. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those beers that are on that list I hadn't heard of. I definitely heard of several of them, but yeah, there's a lot of them I hadn't even heard of. So it'd be fun to get our hand on some of those and try.
Yeah. So I mean, that's probably a short list of whale beers. I'm sure there's more out there, but that's those are some of the ones we want to try to get our hands on fairly soon.
That's just U.S. based, right? I mean, I'm assuming there's got to be some global beers that.
I'm not sure where Lost Abbey is. Did you look them up?
Yeah, that's one I just said. That's the one in California.
Or in California. Okay.
Yeah, that's one.
Then yes, I think they're all U.S.
I mean, Lost Abbey does sound like it would be, you know, overseas somewhere, but no, it is in the California. So yeah, that would be cool to get some of those. So this beer, final impression on this beer. I'm still at 2.5. I mean, I don't see any reason to go up at this point. Like we said, though, I really hope that other New England IPAs are better than this. And maybe if you had a good New England IPA, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter or Facebook and let us know, because we would be interested to maybe, if we can get our hands on it. And maybe it's just a case of California guys trying to do a New England beer. Maybe that's part of the problem.
It could be. It could be. Maybe this is their interpretation of a Nebraska IPA.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Nebraska.
Hey, if anybody wants to send us beer, let me know. I'll even pay for shipping. You
Absolutely.
don't have to pay for just let us know what beer you want to send us, and I'll pay the shipping.
Yeah.
How about them apples?
How about them apples? Look at that. He's take advantage, people. He doesn't pay for shipping often.
I don't pay for shit very often.
Oh man. We just got another text. Bigfoot looks yummy. That's the Sierra Nevada Bigfoot barley wine,
wine.
right? Yeah, that is on our list. I don't think it's been put on the schedule yet.
It actually was on the schedule, but we moved it to do some of these IPAs.
Yeah, get them eaten up first.
Up front.
Jake did say nap time was just making fun of Chad's week in review, which actually I enjoy. Oh, look at you. You're so sweet. Let me go. I'm gonna officially put this in on the Untapped.
Yeah, I gotta get a picture. I forgot to snap a picture of the full glass, so I'm just gonna do a really bad picture.
If you guys like beer, drink beer on a regular basis, then you should be using Untapped. And unfortunately, this is not a paid advertisement. We're pimping out their app for free, but yeah, it is a cool app for beer drinkers. It helps you keep track of the beers that you drink. You can easily rate them as what you do and you don't like on a scale of 1 to 5. And yeah, one thing actually, I don't know if you've used the app for this. I was actually showing this to Jake tonight. But the wish list part of the app, have you used that before?
Nope.
Jake was asking me because he's going to be traveling, and he's like, "Hey, what kind of beers do you want me to look out for?" And he's like, "Oh, text me a picture of it and this or that." But I was like, "Well, just make a list." And so inside the app, you can get. Let's see. You go here. We go here. We go here. You can make yourself a wish list. Focus. There you go. A wish list of beers that you want.
Oh, nice.
So when you go to the store, you can just pull out your phone and say, okay, these are the top beers I really want to try and find right now, and see if they have them at the store, instead of, crap, what was that beer that, Chad mentioned or whatever. You can also share the app or share the list with other people. If there's anybody from Untapped listening, one thing that would be really cool that you could do is make co-curated lists, so that I could create a list and invite you and Dan and Jake and whoever else to add stuff to the list.
Oh,
and we could all have a curated group list of crap we're trying to find. I think that would be kind of fun. So,
that's cool. I had no idea.
And so also what Jake is going to be doing, he works downtown in the Loop. So he has the wish list that he's going to be hunting for some different beers in the Loop. And I'm trying to get him, hopefully he'll be able to find that, can't pronounce it, the Brazier, whatever it was, Brazier, whenever we had for Goose Island, the wine barrel aged one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he can.
Brasserie.
Brasserie? Is that what it is?
Brasserie Noir.
Yeah. Jake says, please do that Untapped. Please, please, please. A shared list would be awesome. I totally agree. Yeah. And yeah, it's so I checked mine in there. I'm officially down with the 2.5 on this one.
I'm checked in at a 2.75.
Yeah, not an overly impressive beer. Again, like we said, not a whole lot of flavor to it. It's definitely drinkable. I think definitely a summer beer where you're out mowing the lawn or something. But I will say there are much better summer beers to have than this one. This wouldn't be like the go-to. I'm going to grab this out of the fridge. I don't know that I would necessarily go out of my way to buy this one again, I guess.
I would go beyond that and just say I won't. There's no necessarily about it. I just won't. I'll drink it again, but I'm not going to buy it.
So I guess this isn't going up on the shelf of fame, huh?
Yeah, well, it's not going. I have a pseudo shelf of fame right now since we'll be
a corner of fame.
A corner of fame for now. We'll be relocating here before too long, but it's not going on my corner of fame. In my corner of fame.
No. Nope. Nice try, Sierra Nevada swing and miss. I think on this one. Not your best work, kids. Not your best work.
And they've got other great beers. They've been around for a very, very long time. We didn't really talk much about the brewery.
We didn't actually. That's probably something we should hit on a little bit. Yeah, they are they one of the oldest in?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Let's go to our story. The 1960s is where they start. Ken something. Goodness. What's his name? Ken. I don't remember his last name. Grossman. Ken Grossman.
Been so many different, movies and stuff, documentaries.
Okay, so Sierra Nevada Brewing Company is founded in 1980. So he was a home brewer back in the 60s and 70s. Sierra Nevada Brewing Company founded in 1980 in Chico, California, which is where they still are. And they've got another brewery in North Carolina, but
it's old. That's just how they can get the stuff out cross country there.
Yeah.
Seventh as of 2016, seventh largest brewing company in the U.S., producing 786,000 barrels in 2010. Brewery was named the Green Business of the Year by the United States Environmental Protection Agency in 2010 also.
I did see that. They're cool. The second brewery in Mills River, North Carolina, opened in 2014.
Huh. All
right. And that was just to get fresh beer, a little quicker to the east coast, east of the Mississippi.
Well, I'm definitely appreciative of that. I wish other breweries would be so kind. Their first batch brewed was Pale Ale. And then the following year, they introduced the Celebration IPA, yeah, which is continues to release in the wintertime. The company sold 950 U.S. beer barrels of beer in their first year. Wow, so they sold 950 in their first year, but they're producing 786,000 now. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
You
said something about them.
That amount the second year, by the way. Go ahead.
You said something about them being green.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
2017, always staying at the forefront of innovation, Sierra Nevada installed a 500 kilowatt Tesla Power Pack battery system.
Nice.
The Power Pack works in conjunction with the brewery's massive solar array and a capstone micro turbine system, allowing the brewery to more efficiently use the energy it produces. That's cool. The Power Pack battery charges when the energy demand is low and then discharges when the demand is beginning to spike. That's pretty freaking cool.
That's really cool. And even their building that they built in January of 2012, and the one in Mills River, North Carolina that you referenced, that is a LEED Platinum certified building, which is like the top certification you can get for environmentally. So it's I used to work for a company that was LEED certified. So everything
leadership in leadership leadership in energy and environmental design.
Yeah. Like everything from the insulation that's used to tinting on the windows to the power consumption to the water. It takes a lot to actually be platinum certified in that. So that's their North Carolina building. So that's kind of crazy. They've been a leader in the craft beer industry, forever. I mean, for a long time. So
yeah.
Yep. That's really cool.
And they make a lot of good beers. I mean, they're always fairly well praised for for the beer that they make. This one for me just isn't one of them.
Yeah, exactly. Now they do have one of their special releases. That's one we're going to be reviewing pretty soon. That is that Bigfoot, and it's a 9.6 ABV. It's a barley wine, and it's
I'm looking forward to that, man.
So,
I love barley wines.
Yeah, his chub level just went through the roof there.
Oh, you wouldn't even believe it.
Probably, yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, right. Well, do we got another one here, Chad?
I think that's all. That's all we wrote for tonight.
That's all we can say about this one. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to the 3 people watch us on YouTube. If you guys want to know when we're going to be broadcasting this live, we usually do broadcast our recordings live, and then of course you can actually check out the edited version. You can miss all the and the but we don't edit burps. Burps stay.
No, we do not edit burps.
If you want to get those type of notifications, just follow us on Twitter and or Facebook, and that's usually where we post when we're going live. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you want to find out where to find us anywhere on the internet, just go to beardhubs.com/find us, and that has all the links to the show there. And beardhubs.com also will have all past shows. So you can go ahead and look at other past shows and show notes, all listed right there.
Yeah, and other shows it's not just the long format regular podcasts. We do some quick reviews. We've got a new fun little series coming out. Actually, it started last week called Friday Morning Beer Review. And
that's pretty much where Chad, and this is not a joke, this is in all seriousness, Chad wakes up in the morning, rolls out of bed, grabs a beer, and then reviews it.
And drink it.
He drinks it. Well, yeah, he drinks it. So yeah, we got that. I mean, YouTube has a lot of the quick reviews, short reviews, and we actually put that on the RSS feed too if you guys want to listen to that through your favorite podcasting app. So a lot of cool beers, a lot of fun beers coming up. Thanks a lot for listening. Thanks for joining. And I think is that it, Chad? Are we good?
That's it. We're good.
All right, kids.
I'm ready to go get another beer.
Yep. Have a good one. See you later.
Bye.